I know lots of parents face this problem during Christmas. What to do when you have bigger kids who know that Santa is not real? Spoiler alert. And you have little kids that still believe in the big red guy up north. So, what do you do about this? Like, how do you manage like your older kids with your younger kids? I know tons of parents that are struggling with this. So, the first tip I have for you is, what are your values? And this is something for people who are future parents to think about. What are you going to do when it comes to Santa Claus? I know when my husband and I were pregnant, or and I was pregnant with our twins, my husband was like, "Hey, I don't think I really want to like lie to our kids and tell our kids to believe in Santa Claus when it's not a thing." But then we kind of like thought about it, and we do Santa Claus, like we have the special wrapping paper hid away in the safe, all of the things. And so I think that's one thing that you as a parent have to decide. Are you going to kind of perpetuate the belief that Santa Claus is real? That is the first thing you have to decide. If you don't want to do it, and you don't want to kind of continue this on, well, then don't do it. And then just know that like your kids have to be aware when you're having those conversations, like other kids are going to believe it, and like, let's not ruin it for them. And so you're going to kind of like, that has to be part of your parenting values of like, hey, no, we as a family don't believe in Santa Claus. We know that it's just mommy and daddy bringing them gifts, but we're not going to ruin it for everybody else. So I think that's the very first thing that you have to figure out. Like, even before you're a parent, do you want to kind of continue this belief of Santa Claus? Now, if you're already in it and you already have a little bit older child and they just realized that Santa Claus does not exist, but then you have those littles. Well, what I want you to do is I want you to like bring them in and include them into the fun, and like have a conversation of like, okay, Johnny still believes in Santa Claus and we don't want to ruin it for him. So we're to continue to go along with it for as long as Johnny believes in Santa Claus. Or we don't want to ruin it we don't want to burst his bubble, pop, 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 pop. We don't want to do that. We want to, so pull your bigger kids into the mix. So maybe you have them, maybe you talk with them and it's like a little kind of a whisper and it's like your own little thing. And like, you're able to like ask them, okay, what do you think we should get Johnny from Santa Claus? And like, it's kind of like the side giggles and it's like an inside joke that you are having with your older child. It's really building into that relationship. You're pouring into that relationship with your older child. And you want to ask them, like, how much do they want to play a part? Do they really want to play a part in it? Do they want to like help you wrap gifts? Do they want to help you pick out the presents? Do they want to kind of continue to like be the one that kind of goes away and does all the, the Santa Claus cookies and carrots and all the reindeer sprinkles and glitter and all of the things that have become a thing? Do they want to help with all of that? Can they help buy into it? Now, you can ask them, like, how much do they want to be involved, and include them as much. And again, it's like a little bit of, it's pouring into your relationship with them. It's understanding, okay, you are older now, you're more mature, you know that Santa Claus doesn't exist, but let's keep the magic going for Johnny. Or whatever, whoever your child is. Now, once your younger one does, and maybe this is another conversation that you have to have with your older one. Like, if I'm so sorry, like you maybe they found out from school, because that happens, or maybe they watched a Christmas movie and it kind of ruined, or they were able to put two and two together, because I watch Christmas movies now, like with my kids in the background, and I'm like, oh my goodness, like, and you want to have that conversation with them. Yes, it was always mommy and daddy, and, have those conversations with them. You don't want to lie to them. You've already been lying to them, so I guess, but you just want to kind of come clean with everything for your older ones. And then when your little one does realize like what Santa Claus, that Santa Claus doesn't exist, well, then that's when you bring all of them in and you have those conversations. And then it just becomes like, okay, do you want to continue the Santa Claus tradition in your house? Maybe there's, little cousins around, those kind of things. And then everyone gets to be included. What do you want your new traditions to be? So I think it's kind of like thinking about what are your values, kind of seeing how much your older child wants to be involved now that they know the secret, and including them in whatever way, seeing if you can help them. Another possibility is like, hey, like if you help me with this, maybe you get a special reward with Santa or something like that. It really just depends on like how invested you as a parent are, how invested your family is in this whole, make believe of Santa Claus. So it really all ties back to your values. What is it that your family values? What is it? What are the traditions? And so make it a tradition, a new family tradition in your life. Are you still going to do Santa Claus cookies? Are you still going to do all the reindeer stuff and the sprinkles and all of the things? But really, like I said, like I've said tons of times already in this video, that it comes back to what your values are. So 1, your values. 2, see how much your older one wants to be involved in it. And 3, maybe they get a little bit of reward kind of to help you with it. And then 4, just kind of like continually, once everyone kind of knows, then just come clean and figure out new traditions. And those are my tips for what to do when you're a parent and you have a little bit older kids that don't believe in Santa Claus anymore, but then you have the younger ones that do. And so those are my tips. I hope you all have a happy holidays, great Christmas this year, whether or not you're believing in Santa Claus or not believing in Santa Claus. I hope you all have wonderful Christmases. And by doing this, it's all about relationships. It's all about our values as parents. And by doing this, we're going to be throat punching the youth mental health crisis.